If you're not rapping about the street, then you've got to sort of think twice as hard about, like, well, how am I going to present myself?
So he can do really technical kind of battle rap and stuff like that.
He can do an ignorant club track, and then, you know, records like What I See and, you know, just incredible storytelling, painting pictures really with his words.
See, it goes, that's what I see. I said, that's what I see.
It was a real example of something that's become a big theme in my work, where I try and really express quite vulnerable, deeply introspective thoughts and feelings in a way that people can relate to.
I see this life like a game of risk. It's all about where you place your chips, and the aim is this: rise up through the snakes and the ladders, escape from the daggers being weighed by the adders, steer past the fakes and the blaggers, the bait ones that chatter in your face with blabber that doesn't matter. There's no rules and we're not dealing with fake toys, but don't try telling me this isn't a game, boy, cause I reside in the north of a city, in the south of a country, on a planet third rock from the sun, and for all I know, it's just a dot on the thumb of some giant or a spot on his tongue, and that's why we're disillusioned. That's what I see. I said, that's what I see.
By the time the album came out, I was living somewhere else. And I remember coming down to London. I was going through quite a tough time, and I had this sort of heartfelt verse that I'd been like working on, and it worked so well with what Nick had done previously.
Why is it that all I see is heartache? Why? And I start blaming everybody for the things I can't change? Why do I resort to needing class A's? Why? Like my heart's way of ensuring all I see is fast paced. Am I trying to bring about my last days? I can't say. My head and my heart part ways. I can't escape from these dark pathways. Haven't left my yard today, it's already 8:30. I need to break from the manacles and chains of analysis. It's like I'm trapped within a maze. Now my brain is embraced by paralysis.
All my mates tell me keep my faith,
but I lose the way in my face of my challenges. My mind's twist like the spliffs that I'm lacing my chalice with. Feels like I'm caged in a labyrinth, wondering what would happen if I was to stagger into a bar to have a drink and drop my guard. Does it matter if rappers think I've lost my spark, or I've got no heart and I'm not so hard? I walked a long road, but God knows it's got so dark I can't tell where the crossroads start
or where the potholes are.
Would someone help me out now? Cause I need guidance, I'm lost on an island, don't think I can get off. I washed upon the dry land, nearly died on the rocks. I'm lost on a lonely island, don't think I can get off.
I said, that's what I see.
It doesn't really matter what walk of life you're from. We all feel sometimes overwhelmed. And I think expressing that in a way that is real and human is a bit of relief for people. And writing it is therapy for me.
Government's got a majority to carry out their policy, cause nobody will vote, but they'll all play the lottery. Poor man's tax leaves them trapped in poverty, resorting to extorting the black economy, while fat cats are sat on stacks of property, running a monopoly on life of high quality. Too many undermine their own autonomy, cause nobody will use the tools they got properly, saying to themselves, what's stopping me from pulling off a robbery? Nah, that ain't the way it's gotta be, but you can't teach the kids about the miracle of youth, cause they're bored of the games and the trivial pursuits, so they drift for days in a misty haze, in this globe snatching at paper like the crystal maze. Anything for the money, they really don't care, cause we all know who wants to be a millionaire. Everybody in the city with their hopes and dreams, TV dinners, remotes and screens, where the cars blow the smoke that streams out and chokes the trees, cause the dust overcoats their leaves, and the clouds and walls of the estates are grey. Kids are growing up fast without a space to play, so life becomes the game. Their childhood fades away. You see it happen on a day-to-day.
He carved another lane for this whole idea of what a rapper should be. There is space for an honourable gentleman to have a voice in hip-hop. That is the voice of Essa.